Alright, hello. So right now I'm going to walk you through this moderations workflow right here. This is to check if maybe there was a message that had some hateful speech or something in it. Maybe you want to send this message to your boss and you want to make sure that they didn't have something like, oh, I hate you, or some kind of message like that in it. So what is happening is that right now we have this card right here that says what is the input that you want to check. This will be replaced by whatever the message is supposed to be checked. Just know that it's stored in this variable right here, and this can be changed up however you want to. So the input is the variable from this message right here. You can change it up, so maybe you have some other variable from somewhere else in your flow that you want to check. This is our API key. And right now we are logging the whole response from it. You don't have to do that when it's actually working. This is just so that you know what you can check and what you can't check for. Okay, so right here we have result.categories hate. This is checking if it was flagged for hate. Then we have some else down here, which is scores. So I'll just change it up to be harassment, which should work just like this. So now if we could do moderations, we just run a test right here. As you can see, I'll just go in here and copy it, harassment, and go back into it like this. Oh, I misspelled it. That's my bad. So we will make sure that it works now. Test. As you can see, it didn't get flagged for hate, it didn't get flagged for violence, it didn't get flagged at all, and right here you can see the scores. So basically what you want to do now is, I have set it up so that it checks if it was flagged at all. So I saved it in a variable called workflow.flagged is equals to, and then result.flagged is just if it was flagged. And then this is a boolean value, so it's either true or false. So make sure that the variable over here is a boolean value, boolean type. Yeah, so you don't really need any of this. This is just for debugging. So all of this console.log, you don't need it. All you really need is workflow.flagged, or maybe you want something specific, like if it was flagged for violence only. And maybe you also want to do the scores instead. So maybe if it was higher than 1, the score, because right now you can see it's very low because our input was test. But if we have our input to be something else, maybe I had some message earlier. There, the speaker was really fat and I wanted to kill her. Let's say it was because you are using this chatbot to get inputs from some seminar the people was at, or something where there was a speaker and she was really fat and someone wanted to kill her. As you can see right now, this got this condition right here is equals to true, and it was flagged, so this gets triggered, and then we send this message. It doesn't have to be this message. You can do whatever you want. How to process this message is really up to you. I have just, your message got flagged, be nicer. But as you can see right here, it wasn't flagged for hate. It was flagged for violence, as you wanted to kill her. And it got flagged. So basically, as you can see right here, if just any of these gets flagged, it gets flagged right here. And this is why I just picked it overall. You can also do violence, anything specific. Or maybe you want to do a specific score. So maybe you think like, okay, it has to be higher than 1, or it has to be higher than 1.7 or something. You can also implement that. So basically what you'll have to do is say, instead of workflow.flagged, we'll say workflow, we'll just keep this variable for testing, and we'll just say result, and we'll just take the score of harassment right here. Okay, so we saved it in here. Now we have to go over here, change the type to a number, which is what I believe it's stored as. It should be. if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it should be stored as that. Now we'll just print this out. Actually, we'll just do some testing. So if workflow.flagged is greater than, and just let's say 0 right now to test, and we'll do it like this. We will say moderations, and there. Your message got flagged, be nicer. It can be whatever, as you can see right now, it was 0.5. Just put it at whatever you want to as kind of like a barrier. So if it's lower than that, you don't want to have this triggered. But if it was higher than maybe 1 or 1.5, you want to. You're going to have to set it up for all of the scores right here, or at least all of those that you want to check, because as you can see, it didn't get flagged for. We put in harassment rates. Yeah, harassment. It wasn't, the harassment score wasn't really that high, so it wouldn't get usually flagged for that. But self-harm intent was above 1.4, and self-harm slash instructions was above 1.6. So it would have to get flagged for those, which is why I just prefer to have it like generally if it was flagged for anything. But if you want something specific, you can do it that way. I would personally just do it like flagged, like this. So yeah, and then you can do whatever you really want to. But now you have to set it back. So if it was equals true, and you have to make this a Boolean type. There we go. If you have any questions or any issues or anything, let me know and I'll be happy to help you.